Welcome back, folks. Manic Sonic here with the next part of my Pokemon Brown Let's Play. And the last time we entered into Merson Cave and hired ourselves our second team member, Diglett, who, as I said at the end of the last video, I leveled up a little bit to try to close the level gap between him and Charmander. And I also took that chance to go and recover. Though, as you can see, on my way back to this point, I've had a couple battles, and I don't plan on running from battles since it's useful experience. There's Diglett's stats, though I don't know if you actually noticed the increase. Now, it didn't learn anything else. It still only knows Scratch, which might become an issue later, and I was actually quite surprised. I thought it learned some kind of other move around level 9, but I guess not. Here's another new Pokemon for this cave, Coolboyman. I didn't know about it. Actually, I would have liked it for my team if I hadn't already caught a Diglett, but I caught Diglett first. And Diglett's quite good. It's one of the faster Pokemon. And it learns good moves. It learns Dig and Magnitude, Slash. So it's not a real bad choice. Yeah, other than that, I do know, through checking my Pokedex, because I wanted to see what other wild Pokemon I might be able to find about in the future, I learned through battling a Clefairy, that trainer had, that there actually are Clefairies in this very cave. Where? I don't know. It's probably deeper in, and it's probably really rare, so I don't even know if I see any. But, yeah, it's in here, just in case anyone watches this and they end up playing it in the future. You know that there's Clefairies here if you want a Clefairy. I know I don't have a normal type, but I'm not going to be using it since it doesn't really have the greatest move pool or stats, though I'm not going to really worry about stats. You don't really have to worry about them in-game. I can think of a lot of other normal Pokemon I'd rather train, though I don't know if I'll actually use normal since it doesn't have exactly the greatest type coverage, as it's not strong against anything, but it's weak against fighting, and it can do very little damage to rock and all that, though it also doesn't affect ghost types. So yeah, it's not the greatest. And I don't really want to catch a new Pokemon so close in the same area. I want to wait for a bit, especially since Diglett takes a little bit more experience and everything else. Now here is our first hiker, which surprisingly doesn't have a single rock type, which is quite surprising since, well, in most generations, that's what hikers have, are rock types, either Geodudes or Onix. Well, at this early stage, I would hope it would be just Geodudes, or I guess an Onix at a low level isn't a big deal. Though, as you can see, with Diglett just knowing Scratch, it's not going to be very effective, which I'm going to end up having to use Charmander to fight a rock type, which doesn't exactly seem like the smartest idea. Now, here's another new Pokemon, Spearow. Again, I don't know where you can catch it. I'll probably check in between the two, but I don't think I'll use it. I can think of other flying types I'd rather, too. Though I might use it, I don't know. Yeah, I want to take this moment, though, to, I don't know how many of you know, Rukudo Senin. He's a fellow Let's Player. I've actually watched quite a few videos, and he offered some help with setting up. He said if I had any questions, and I actually did have a question that he helped me with. I noticed in his last video, or his last video yesterday, I don't know, he might have a new video up before this goes up, he probably will, that he mentioned my name in my Let's Play in his, in that episode, which is a big help. People will check out my video, and if there are any of you that seen that video and came to check my video, I thank you, as I thank him. I'll put a link to his channel in the description, though. He's probably not gonna. There's probably not too many of you that's. Well, there's not too many of you in the first place, which is okay. I'm just starting out after all. But for the little few of you that want to check it out, you can check it out. He's got some good Let's Plays. He's got a couple he's working on right now, and he's got some good ones planned for the future. And he also has a gaming Let's Play group he just started, Shinobi Soul Gaming. I'll put the link for that too. I believe there's 2 members, Fatty Kid 13, I believe, and Gino is awesome. So yeah, you can check out their videos there. I know it's unusual to do something like this so early, but I feel it's only proper to thank someone when they offer help, especially when he mentioned my name in the video. So yeah, yeah, I know there's probably a couple of you. I know. Well, actually, I know there's two other people in particular who I want to thank in the future, but I'm not going to do it all in one video. So, yeah, don't. Well, you two probably don't know who you are, but if you do, don't get offended or anything. I thought about doing a whole bunch of naming everyone in this video, but yeah, that just takes too long, so I'll do that in the future. Back to this. As you can see, we're running into an increased number of wild Pokemon, which I don't plan on running from. I might possibly start cutting them out in the future. Though they're not. It's not like they take an extreme amount of time. But I'd have to get used to how much time over I can go over, depending on how many wild encounters I have, to keep the videos at around between the 8 and 10 minute mark. I don't want to go shorter than that, and if I do a lot of cutting and I don't have long enough, it might end up that way. And yeah, and I don't plan on cutting out trainers, since well, if I cut out trainers and wild Pokemon, there's not really much in the way of new or interesting footage, since that's what this game basically is. Though even if I do start cutting out wild Pokemon, I will keep in the new Pokemon. But yeah, as you noticed back a while ago when I came down this path, there was two ways I could have went. I thought about going down, but I thought, well, from my history, going down ladders has usually leads to a side room that doesn't take you any further. However, in this case, it looks like it might be a little bit longer. And I'm going to probably have to go back and recover in between this video and the next one, as Diglett only having one move is going to run out of power points. And well, him and Charmander are probably going to be in a little bit of bad state for HP after this. So yeah, when I do that, I will just take a quick peek down the other path and see if it continues on, and this one's just like some kind of side path. I will end up back here, and I will continue on this path. However, if the other way proves to be just a dead end with some items and that, I will probably start off there and show that area off first. But yeah, now we finally face our first. As you can see, we found our first trainer with Geodudes, and seeing as though I caught Diglett to help with rock types, hoping it would learn some ground moves at a good level. That hasn't been the case, since all he knows is Scratch, and as you can see from the first one, I tried, but Scratch does almost nothing, even for the wild ones I had when I was training. So Charmander's Ember does a lot more. It's going to take a while longer than if I was using something relatively effective against it, or just any Pokemon I fought so far. But Ember works the best, so I'm just gonna be using that. And it's not like he knows Rock Throw or anything. If I run into ones with Rock Throw later on, I might have a problem, unless by then Diglett learns a new move, which I'm hoping. So yeah, but I'm running out of time here, so I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, I'm going to go back, heal, and check out where I'm going to start in the next video. But I'd like to thank you all for watching, and hopefully you will continue to watch. You can rate my videos, leave a comment, since comments are what's going to help me improve and figure out what if I'm doing things right or wrong in terms of fans. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe if you want to see my more videos in the future, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.